I've got to figure out which game to play here. I might play a couple games today. I might be on a couple for fs25 today. Let's start with this one. Okay. I remember turn the volume off on it. All right. Hopefully it stays. Sorry about the noise. Hopefully my phone can stay sitting there. All right. And I think I'm ready. Okay. There's oil. I call this map sheet in oil. If you've never seen it before, here's the oil refinery right here. Now, you don't get, not unless you do what I did here, make making very little. I'm making enough to do what I was going to do on here, so at least I'm making money every month. But I'm making very little. So oil is this okay. I was going to go to the uh, shop there in town, but check this. Wheat is growing good. Grass in November. I don't know if you can plant anything in November. August, we got plenty of food. But we got a big sheep and goat pen over here. Hey, where's the tractor? Here's Okay, go to town. Yeah, hot dog stand? What ice cream cones? It's not a hot dog stand. It's an ice cream stand. Caramel and whatever that's supposed to be. Looks like mustard and ketchup bottles, but I guess it was supposed to be caramel and chocolate for ice cream. Gonna have to come here and get some ice cream sometime. So you put a table in, so you can sit out here and eat. Trash can? Another trash can? I could not figure out where the sell point is here. I thought it was over here somewhere, but I can't find it. So I can't use the sell point here. Okay, that was in the shop last time. And he has a fertilizer spreader I see over there. We're gonna have to use that. A little bit. I'm strong off of the trailer. Oh well, at least we got here. Postal service. Where's the postal service? Oh, that must be it. Right there. Milkshakes, popsicles, sundaes. Oh, well, they're selling it a whole lot cheaper than this one. If not, they're going to be in trouble. Two stands, and this little small area, I don't know. Hello, sir. I'll take a strawberry shake, please. I like strawberry shakes. I have to come here and get a shake every once in a while. This truck, he said he has 60,500 on it. Used truck. This is, I don't know what he has over here on the used side, but anyway. Couple weights. That stuff is over here. Nice little component. I think he said this was 12.5. I think he said he wants for it. Pretty sure that's what he said, 12.5. Is there another tractor? I can't tell from the fog. Oh, a new tractor. Another new one. White. 88 too. Huh. I don't know how much he wants for this. I'll have to ask. That'd be a nice tractor to have. Hello, welcome to the channel. I'll probably be doing I'll probably be on a couple different maps this evening. Right now we're on New Frontier, I believe this one is. That was backwards. They're supposed to be facing this way. Okay. See, over here. Oh, small store right here, grocery store. Farmers, and I think this is where we need to go. Yep, yeah, the person's here. There's their vehicle. So we'll drop the straw off there. See how much money we can get for it. $32 we got for that. That's nice. Uh, oh, but it was hay. He said we can rent it from him for 500. So we're gonna get that lime spreader because we don't have one of those. We'll spread some lime. We'll just pay him the 500. Oh, skip some time. Hey, we'll for that later. tractors have a think so. Yeah, but it's grass. Yeah, we can play spread some line. He said, I want bigger buy the spreader. So this one, as he said, he moved them with the tractor over there, which is just couldn't move it around without the weight. So they originally brought that smaller weight, it just wasn't big enough. So the shopkeeper here recommended that we go with the bigger weight. Be right up here somewhere. Okay, all right, I'm not worried about that here. That should do it then. I make one more line spreader. With already filling up the line. That's a good deal. Hello, welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll be on a couple different maps this evening. I'm starting with this one. I have it on there where it says map with a question mark on the title because I don't know what maps I'm playing. That's 25 to stream. I don't know what maps I'm going to be doing next time until after I set up for the stream. I do add in, I change the title and add in the title what maps, on what map it is, and uh, we're gonna have to fill this up again, aren't we? No, we're not. We missed a little bit here, so I'll turn it on. There, now we're out there. Let's put this away. 100 for a 24-hour period, or for very long. I'll have to pay him the $24, the $500 a little bit later. Okay, drop off the way. Up the planter now, plant some grass. The fog on this game, on some of these maps. You just can't see. You can't see anything. You gotta tilt it down like this to because you can't see nothing. You gotta tilt it down like this to be able to see anything. I don't like that. the bailiff. I don't want the bailiff. Hey, it's hard to tell once in a while. Uh, 'cause I have on my computer. I forgot. You don't need to turn this one on. The grass feels bigger than this, but it's what we have now. I can do more plowing later and expand it. I'll keep going all the way down to the shop. Make it one long grass field. I'm undecided. It's already a I don't know if I want to go all the way down there or not. I like things with using the GPS. I'm okay harvesting without it. But and I realized too, my dad started teaching me when I was a kid to drive the tractor. He kept yelling at me, "Keep it in the road!" Every minute, about every minute and a half, he'd grab the steering wheel, pull it back over. Would you stop? He said, "Why can't you keep it in the lane?" I'm not like that anymore. fires and plowing. I tried plowing a couple times, but plowing isn't for me. I can't do it. I never used the rake or anything, or what they call out here a windrower. We always call it a rake. I don't know the proper term for them. We always call it a rake. But anyway, I've never used that. I've used the sickle mower a couple times. Um, I used the bell. I started baling quite a bit. My dad would use the windrower. I would use the baler, and one thing, and come back and pick it up. I'd normally drive the tractor when everybody was picking up the hay. I always struggled picking up the bells and tractor, so they always had me drive. We should have enough to do this film. I think the film's long, but I don't think I'll go any longer. I think it's too long as it is. At least twice the width what it is now. I'd like to go this much wider. But at least we'll get some grass growing. I have a regular hayfield that you can plant on this grass. Because it has a mixture of different stuff in it, not grass. Because of how old it is. It had a regular hay mixture planted in it originally, but over the years, a lot of that was gone. Of course, now it's just all trees and brush now. I wish we still had the cows left. Just not the same without them. seem like home anymore. I never was gone. I wish that we could have them back, but none of us are in good enough of health to do anything like that anymore. That and equipment is so old, worn out. Wouldn't be able to do anything with it anyway without new up-to-date equipment. And it costs so much to get into farming now that none of us would have the money to even tip to do anything with hay or anything. Here, if you look around here earlier, that's why. That's why I have the camera at it. A little bit left. We'll have to fertilize it before we use it again. We had enough of this time anyway. Put some of that up over the winter. It won't be today, because after I get done with this, we're going to park it and move on to a different map. Which map? I don't know. I'm undecided yet. That's why I always have a question mark for the title. When I get done with this video, I will change the title to the maps that I'm playing this evening. Will be in the title. Videos. It's still available in the spring. done for today. For this, what is the what? Let me over there. Oh, before I forget, hey, sure. I'm with you. I'm attacking you. Remove money. I don't remember what I said was paying rent. I had to go back and look. I know I mentioned earlier in the video. We'll start with that. I said it twice. I had problems a couple times with it not saying twice. This picture. What we doing now? I am on Discord. Link for that is in the description. I also have another channel. Has uh, tractor show videos on it. And, uh, fishing. I did some videos on there live and some just regular videos. I didn't do any last year though. I mean, yeah, I can say last year. This is 2026 now. I didn't do any this last summer. It was just too hot. I can't handle the heat. I would like to this year, but I don't know. It's when my brother passing away. Um, my brother, as most people know, has been on for. I could have sworn I played in some of it. Where's the player? There it is. Hey, Clinton. Clinton. We, and so it's going to take. clean up that house. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any fishing in this spring and summer or not, because I need to get the house cleaned up. Once we get it all emptied out, my brother's pastor is going to come in, him and his son and some other people, tear out the living room floor because we found out the living room floor is rotten. The whole living room floor is starting to fall in. So we need to get it emptied out. And if there's 2 or 3 of us doing it, it's going to take a long time to empty out that house. We're working on it on and off during the winter, but it's hard for me to get out uh, in this weather. If I fall, is one reason I'm afraid to get out. If I have a very bad back and I have a bad C5 vertebrae and a bad ankle. I broke my ankle a few years ago, and I broke it bad. They didn't even think they would be able to fix it. And they said if I break it again, my ankle's gone. Same way with my bad C5, it can paralyze me. So when it's snow covered and icy outside, I don't. So this summer, I might not be putting out many videos or streaming or anything a whole lot. I still will, but probably not as much as I am now during the winter. So it's gonna be, as soon as we get the house cleaned out, the living room floor fixed, if we can fix it. The reason we want to gut the whole house first, empty everything out of the whole entire house, is because we don't know how bad, we don't know if the support beam in that house is even any good. If the main support beam is rotten, we won't even mess with the floor. We'll just leave it the way it is, shut the power off to the house, and that'll be done with it. We'll use the rest of the house for storage. For that part of the house, we won't even go into anymore. We'll just leave it abandoned the way it is. Because it won't be worth fixing up the house if that support beam under that house is bad. Because the living room floor needs to be replaced, and one of the bedroom floors needs to be replaced. So I know the walls are going to be bad too, which I planned on doing over a period of time. And the house needs to, the walls need to be opened up, insulated. But I was going to do that when I lived there, gradually work on it. I don't know, lift it. Well, I have a bad shoulder too. Once they did X-rays and swears on it, I can't find nothing wrong with it. But the pain could be coming too from that pinched nerve in my neck. This feels almost done. videos. I don't have videos or anything in that house. I should have from my other channel, but I will be working on the outside of the house this summer as well, and I'm going to use my pressure washer and clean up the house a little bit, do some outside the trim around the doorways and stuff. I want to use my pressure washer to get rid of get off all the loose paint and stuff, do some painting. So I will have some videos coming out on my other channel next summer, doing some of that work. If I'm GPS on there like normal, this map is almost impossible to use GPS on the way these fields are set up. And this is what the workers. I tried a few different times to use GPS and it just don't work. Not with these fields. So that's why I'm doing it without GPS. I can remember to do some of this off camera before the next video. Try to get some of this done. This farm because we're $1 million in debt. This series will end, well, which is going to be a while. But if everything goes okay with that house, uh, I move out of my apartment. But before that, but I don't want to do that now because we don't know the condition of those that main support beam underneath that floor. We don't know what we're going to find underneath that floor until we get it opened up. Because we know that floor is in bad shape. The whole living room floor is caving in. one more round. And I like changing it up once in a while. We're gonna miss my brother. We had plans to go to the NASCAR race at MIS this summer. Going up there with me in the NASCAR races. After the race, is we always brought a small little camp portable grill, a small table, some lawn chairs, and we always cooked out on the grill. Normally just hot dogs, something simple. We had some hot dogs, chips, and things sitting there and eat a nice meal for dinner, waiting for the traffic to clear up. By the time we got done eating dinner, traffic all cleared up. Uh, there wasn't much traffic at all. We could leave right out of there. Because after we ate, we had to wait for the grill to cool off. And we just every once in a while you have other people around you that would do the same thing. You're normally not the only one out there doing that. And normally you bring enough, so we didn't have room to bring any other chairs or anything. But normally we had enough food, so if somebody came by talking to us or whatever, we could invite them to stay and have a little meal with us if they wanted. Most people do that over there to races. They're real friendly. Most of the time, they have enough for you to join them and have a little meal or something if you want. Most people invite you to do that. I never took it, but a lot of people offer that up there. Tailgating. we can get this one done with this video. Maybe I can do this next field and do those other ones next time. That's the plan anyway. I'll stop for a second. Give me something to drink. Awful. Diet Mountain Dew, if you're wondering. They told me if I want to keep drinking pot, I need to drink stuff like Sprite, 7 Up. He said Mountain Dew is questionable, but he said he would allow it. As he said, the Dr. Colas I need to stay away from because the numbers for my kidneys is off. He said to keep my off the food coloring and it will destroy your kidneys. My dad was on dialysis for over kidneys. The blood test came back fine last time because I did what the doctor said and I stay away from a lot of those Dr. Colas. Stuff with all that food coloring in it. There's some states that want some coloring in some of the stuff. That's one reason why it destroys your kidneys. Okay, this section of the field is going to be done. exactly what happened when my brother was trying to get my health for. Um, I'm trying to get a little healthier. When my no, I didn't care anymore. I quit trying. But after my brother, things changed. I can't let my parents bury both children. At least that see what my brother went through when he was in the hospital for that heart attack. I, visited him in the hospital like that, watching him, basically just going in there and watching him die. It's not a fun thing to experience. But it's got a few passes left, but I'm not done with it. Excuse me. I don't have sleep anymore. I went off. Oh, being stressed out because of my brother. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But I can't sleep. Right, cleaning up that house so gets to me. Seeing how he lived. I know it was his choice. He's the one that chose to live that way. But no one should have to live like that. I know he done it by choice, but it's terrible going in there cleaning up that house, seeing how he lived. Something I've been having a hard time dealing with. A little bit left here. We'll be done with this dude. I can show you part of the problem with this map, the way these fields are. Here it goes in right here, same way right here, over, over. The combine gets to here and stops all the way down the field. The combine will come to here and stop and shut down. You get it going again, and it goes to right here, stop, shut down. You gotta get it going again, right here, shut down. It does that all the way down the field. That's why you can't use a worker on here. If you plow all these together, it should solve the problem. As long as you clean up the outside edges of the field, and do away with the outside edges, do away with all that jogging that's down there, straighten it up, then you can probably use a worker. But the way it is now, you can't use a worker on this map. plan this again, put out more videos like I did before, but I can't go on no certain schedule. It's just not the way I play. I like playing just whatever map I feel like playing at the time. Mondays will still be my family fun. I will continue that on Mondays, but other than that, I just can't stick to no schedule. I try to go on a certain schedule. I know some people prefer playing this and focus on something. Keeps my mind from wandering. It stops a lot of problems with suicidal thoughts, stuff like that. And yes, I am seeing a doctor. My not my problem. But playing this helps me. So it's hard for me just to stick on a certain schedule. I like playing just whatever I want to play at the time. But suffers from depression. If you have a depression problem, uh, please seek help. And I started watching the Farming Simulator videos because I could watch them and stay focused on something because my mind wanders so much. I have a hard time watching TV. But I stay focused on it. So that's why I started putting the videos on YouTube. I don't care about subscribers. That's why I never mention it. I don't care about likes or anything like that. I just people watch my videos. They don't. They don't. I know but I can help them out. And great. I'm happy to do it. Anybody, that's not the way to talk to somebody. So, you may not understand what you're going through. You have really no idea what you're talking about. But it don't matter. If you can just be a listening ear and be there for them, somebody for them to talk to, then you help them out a lot more than you'll ever know. As a friend of mine told me that one day. He said, "I'm sorry, I can't help you." He says, "I can't say I know what you're talking about because I don't." And I told him, I says, "You already helped me just by sitting here and instead of stopping, just letting me out more than you'll ever know." And once in a while, that's all it takes. It's just uh, listen to them, give them somebody to talk to. So if somebody can hear my one of my videos, I don't talk about it very often, but like every once in a while, like today I am, I run out of stuff to talk about on here once in a while. Most of the time, I just sit here and play the game and talk about anything. That's why not too many people watch my channel, I believe. But like I said, if watching one of my videos about it a little bit, if it helps out somebody, then great. That's all I care about. That's That doesn't take too long. Move on to the next field. If I get to do all this, I'm going to take a seat. We start, if they can get it out of the house, then in the spring, I'm going to do a video about that freezer. I'm going to try to turn it into a planter. That's the idea, anyway. I think I'll finish it up in the next stream, whenever that is. Well, the next stream that I do this map. I'll try to stream again at least once this weekend. I don't know what game it will be. Well, you would think, you sound tired. You should be able to get some sleep tonight. I will, I'll be wide awake. I won't be able to fall asleep till about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Why? Normally I wake up because I need to use the restroom. Then it'll take me about 12 hours to fall back to sleep again. So like I said, I don't get much sleep. I'm done with it. No use talking now. If I come back to it before the next video, I'm not guaranteeing it. I'll forget. passes, and we'll be done. The interruption. Been sitting here too long. I've got to move. I'm trying to come back and get that little bit I missed on that one time. Hopefully, I remember to get it. Can't tell where, but I know I missed a small spot right here somewhere. Well, I got it with it. that'll be it for this stream. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.